Okay, here we are. We're sitting around here facing a government that is totally white. The president is white and a criminal, should be in prison. Got a man come from South Africa with a lot of money, shouldn't be in our country. You got incompetence on both sides. Ignorant people running the country from head to toe. I'm not a politician, but I'm also not a fool. I know what y'all trying to do, white folks. Y'all want to bring Jim Crow back. I was born back there in the Jim Crow era. I'm 75 years old. I'm not going through it no more. It's not just the fault of white people because Jim Crow is trying to crawl back because they're seeing where they can bring Jim Crow in. But you got them Uncle Toms out there that help put them in office, skinning and grinning. I marched with Martin Luther King. I went to jail when Rap Brown came to Jacksonville. At Donnell Cookman in ninth grade, I was 14 years old. The police turned German Shepherd dogs and water hoses loose on us while we was out there physical education in the winter time. And this German Shepherd was coming at me, and he's not here. He's gone on to be with the Lord. Tunk Wallace was standing there by me. That dog lunged at me. I didn't weigh about 75 pounds. The dog outweighed me. Tunk snatched him out of the air and broke his neck. Saved my life, probably. You know? So, for some people to think it's all right to turn their back on what was fought for by children when I was growing up. We was teenagers fighting for these rights that you Uncle Toms have now. And y'all go and side with a white supremacist? Y'all some of the dumbest ass people I ever seen in my life. So here's the thing. My granddaddy was white. My grandmama was African American. My great grandmama was a slave. Up there in Georgia in Troup County, they want they want to make Troup County seem like it was so good. Troup County wasn't shit. LaGrange, Georgia. Only thing I liked about Troup County, LaGrange, Georgia was my kinfolk. As far as that was concerned, I hated Troup County. But I enjoyed being up there with my kinfolk, and I stayed with my kinfolk. I faced prejudice all over, everywhere I went. On the bus, this white man told my mama that she had to give him her seat. My mama was sick. He told my mama that he would spit in her face if she didn't get up. My mama got up. Because, see, my mama wasn't no scary woman. I wasn't but 10 years old, and I wasn't scared neither. That man was finna down the bus and didn't even know. A 10-year-old boy was finna kill him by his mama. Because if he had spit on my mama ain't had to worry about cutting his throat. I was going to cut his nuts out. I was right down there by him. His seed was going to be gone because he wasn't going to have no children. I was castrated, spit on my mama. And now they bringing that crap back. And you got them dumb, dumb niggas out there voting for him and skinning and grinning behind, standing behind Donald. I ain't gonna never refer to him as what he think he is, just Donald for as I'm concerned. He's an ordinary criminal. You can get mad at me if you wanna. What he gonna do? I ain't scared. You scared? But see, here's the thing. I have denounced what part of me that should be African American because I ain't dumb enough to vote for a white racist. I got better sense than that. My mama didn't raise me that way. My granddaddy told me no matter how much of his blood that I have in me, that I would never be seen as anything but somebody darker than a white man. And I believed it because it came true. I witnessed it, even in the service. In 1968, the Marine Corps was one of the most prejudiced places you could be for what was then Negroes. I'm not one of them either. When I finish talking, I'm going to tell you exactly what I am. So, here we go. We got two girls running our country. I'm not going to mention their names. Got followers scared to speak up and do what's right. They know who they is. They cowards. They prejudiced. They think that if the white man is not in charge, that the world gonna fall apart. But guess what? White man, y'all claim to have built America when y'all ain't did shit. My ancestors built this doggone country. And we still building it on our backs while y'all sit on y'all behinds and fuck us. Now, am I angry? No, I ain't angry. Because the people that voted for them, they gonna suffer right along with me because they thought that what he did was only gonna hurt me and my people. But no, Bubba, it's gonna hurt everybody. The farmers, y'all crying. Duh. Y'all was dumb enough to vote for him. The old elderly talking about y'all in love with him and he trying to cut out Medicare, Medicaid, and all that stuff like that. Your ass is gonna die if you don't get your proper medical treatment. Now, everything about this administration is wrong. You got a foreigner running the country, a non-citizen running the country, because the person that's supposed to be running it ain't doing nothing but sitting to the table with his head hung down because he owe out a lot of money to everybody. He don't promise to do stuff. But he shouldn't be in the White House at all. Here's how this goes. In America, if you commit a crime, you go to jail. Why is this man not in jail? If I had the power that Kamala Harris had the day he was being inaugurated, not only would I have walked across that podium to him, I would have handed him a subpoena and told the police to arrest him because he is not president now and he is going to prison for what he did in 2016. And them judges up there in the Supreme Court, the whole thing need to be dismantled and people up there that's going to do their damn job. And it's not side with the money. So now, in closing, I hope it only lasts maybe a month more. And if it goes longer than that, I hope it don't pass 2 years that this man still be in office and his crew be gone because they're fucking up everything. Some dumb people up there. Here's a man that committed treason and got away with it because he's white. They gave me a bad conduct discharge for 2 days AWOL that they did not catch me. They had no proof I was AWOL. They had a cell, a underground cell built for me, especially for me. And they locked me up underground for 2 weeks in the dark until I signed a paper saying that I would go home with a on indefinite leave without pay. I had the Marine Corps did not help me get home. They took me away, but they made me go back on my own. There's nothing fair about lies and deception. And nobody wants to be called the N-word by people in the military when you go in there to serve your country. You go in there to serve your country because you love your country, not because you want to be called out your name. Scuzzy, shitbird, and stuff like that. Faggots, Peter Poppers, all kinds of stuff they can call you. And they were good at it too. Me personally, I didn't want to come back here. I was treated better in Vietnam by the enemy, not the enemy, but by the people that lived over there, than I was before I left America by the people that lived here, and when I came back by the people that lived here. I'm 75 years old. I've been fighting the VA and the Marine Corps to do right by me, and I haven't succeeded yet. But I'm not going to stop fighting them. I'm going to keep on to the day I die. They're not going to be able to say that I stopped fighting. Um, I hope that there's somebody out there that would see this video and say, no man that goes in a war zone risk his life should come home with bad paper. I got shot at. I dodged rockets. I dodged mortars. I worked in the burn pits. I was sprayed with Agent Orange. Almost died in my front yard because diabetes clogged my arteries. All of my arteries. I had to have a triple bypass. I injured my back diving in a bunker to get out of the way of a rocket, to make sure I didn't die in a rocket attack. I'm afraid to sleep at night now, right now, still. I don't sleep at night. And my wife would tell you I don't. I don't sleep. I pass out. because I'm afraid that I'm gonna be asleep and I ain't gonna never wake up because my body gonna be spread all over the city because of rocket. And I'm afraid of that. If you ever been there, you would know what it feels like. So here we are. Got a man that don't have no respect for soldiers, disabled veterans. Speaking of that, the VA got too much power. You go into service, you should be able to and serve, and no matter what you do, because you don't be in there not working, you still be serving. Should be able to get VA benefits. There no doctors for the VA got too much power. They're doctors, and that's where they should stay at. Well, I'm 100% disabled, but I can't get a doctor for the VA to give me a rating. That's all that's wrong. I can't get a rating, but they can risk my life. Now, I also said that at the end of this video, I would tell you what I am, since I am not dumb enough to be black. I'm not gonna be nobody's Uncle Tom. I'm a child of God. That's all. It don't get no way past that. It don't get nothing. Just child of God. Born in a country that I love, but the country didn't love me and it still don't. Because of the complexion of my skin. Because I got more melatonin in my skin than they got. So, this is where we are. Alright, that's the end of it. And in closing, I ask God to uh, help us in America, because in His Word He said, if my people that are called by my name should turn from their sins, go down on their knees and pray, I will hear their prayers from heaven and I will heal the land. Right now, today, the land has AIDS because the people that run it are demented in their minds. Talk to you later.